46,000 IRS employees will head back to work without pay. It's all in an effort to process our tax returns. 41 Action News reporter Stephen Dial spoke to local employees who are waiting for the phone call.
The IRS building behind me here in Kansas City will have more workers in it as tax time approaches, but all of that work will still turn into zeros on their next pay stub. When we met Shannon Ellis last week, she was at home preparing for a rally.
No pay is not okay.
A week later, she is still at home.
So we're looking at screwing up credits, it's a nightmare. And it's getting worse.
No pay is not okay. She is just one of thousands of federal workers in Kansas City. Ellis works for the IRS, where some have been working without pay.
Perfect. Thank you so much for coming.
Soon, Shannon will get that call to work without pay as well.
It's getting worse because we don't see an end to this. Both, they've dug in and they're not giving, and unfortunately, we're the ones paying for it.
Ellis is also the president of the union that represents Kansas City IRS workers.
We've got employees panicking because Missouri doesn't allow us to draw unemployment if we're working without pay.
Meanwhile, in Washington,
it's time for both sides to sit down together. You got the president just hanging out at the White House saying he's ready to make a deal.
New Missouri Senator Josh Hawley says all employees need to get back pay. But he thinks those being forced to work should get paid now.
I think that we ought to be paying folks who are working on an emergency basis as essential personnel right now.
Back here in Kansas City, Ellis is struggling to make ends meet.
We've looked into doing delivery services for food to see if, but if we're working, we can't do anything like that. We're working for free, and that's not right.
Ellis tells me 50% of the IRS customer service workers will probably get a call back this week. All of this while there's no deal in sight in Washington. Reporting, Stephen Dial, 41 Action News.